It's Monday once again, brothers, and it's time to go down that rabbit hole. As we always do, we tend to talk news, rumors, everything like that, and this day is no different. We're going to be talking some big stuff about Plastic Krieg refresh, potentially. We're going to be talking about a brand new Space Marine 2 box, which should be out very, very soon if the whispers are to be believed, right? I also want to talk about some big things that GW said on their website, which has left a lot of people wondering what the hell is going on. Plus, some more stuff in regards of like leaks that happened over the weekend and all that type of stuff. So let's jump in and let's get waffling. Now, of course, every time I do a video like this, please remember everything that I'm about to go through is a rumor. It's not facts. I always say it's lies. It's only real until Games Workshop announce it themselves over on any of their social media platforms. So please take it for what it is, rumors and not facts. Now let's start with Krieg, because there's a few things to talk about with Krieg. Well, there's a lot of questions that got asked on last week's video about the Krieg, and I'm going to try and cover them and try and answer them to the best of my rumor knowledge, and hopefully that clears it up for everyone. The first thing is release date. Well, we all know the release date is going to be next year, but when around is it going to release? Now, I always say when it comes to release dates and I hear rumors about release dates, this changes all the time, because sometimes Games Workshop has an issue with like productions, boxes arriving, etc., and stuff gets pushed back, moved around all the time. Now, on saying that, from what I've heard through the Whisperverse, is that this is going to be the first big major release of next year. I'm hearing it's going to be coming around February. Now, that is probably going to be the release. If I was a betting person, which I'm absolutely not, I'm terrible at betting, I would probably say pre-orders are going to happen around the end of January, and then the full release is going to be happening around February. Now, something attached to that, which a lot of people have been asking me, is this November, are we going to get a Krieg box? Have I heard anything about a Krieg box at all? And at this moment in time, I've heard absolutely nothing, zero squat about a Krieg plastic box. That's just a personal theory, speculation of mine, saying, which I said on last week and all the other times I've streamed and spoke about this, that around November time, Games Workshop always tends to put out like a special edition box. Mostly it's been aimed at Warhammer 40,000. We've had like a Black Templar one, a Sister one, we had a Cadian one, we had a Leagues of Votan one, and I speculated and theorized that maybe this year it could be Plastic Krieg, because then that can line up with the actual Plastic Krieg refresh happening for the Astra Militarum, aka the Imperial Guard. But personally, I've heard absolutely zero in regards of that rumor. In terms of actual models themselves, I know a lot of people have been asking me, have you heard what's actually coming for the Krieg? In last week's video, and I've mentioned again plenty of times on stream, I've more or less said it's going to be kind of copying what the Cadians got on their release, like Command Squad and stuff like that. Basically, like, what I've heard is there's going to be a brand new Command Squad, which, if you look on the GW website right now, the Command Squad is no longer available, which could be a massive hint to that. There's supposed to be a brand new Captain Krieg model. There's supposed to be a brand new Commissar Krieg model. There's supposed to be heavy weapons teams that are coming in plastic for the Krieg, so that's probably like autocannons, mortars, heavy bolters, right? There's supposed to be Krieg artillery pieces. Now, I don't know how big those artillery pieces are. Are they going to be massive, epic, huge, or are they going to be like the ones that we see like the Cadians, like the smaller ones, like the, you know, the rocket batteries and stuff like that? Again, I'm sure we can go into theory mode with that one. The Death Riders, of course, are supposed to be coming as well, and when you look at like the range, we already have like the plastic troops and stuff. That's probably just going to be reboxed and all that type of stuff. I had heard sappers potentially, like Krieg engineers, are supposed to be coming as well, so fingers crossed most of that or all of that turns out to be true. The thing that I keep hearing is that the Krieg stuff is supposed to be absolutely amazing. If you're a Krieg fan, then next year is going to be your year. So hopefully it turns out fantastic and you get all the toys you want. I know that I got a question asked about tanks, like what's going to happen with the tanks, Valrak? Have you heard anything with tanks? And I'll say it right now, I've heard absolutely zero rumors about Krieg tanks. Like, I know a lot of people are, what about the Malkador tanks? I know that they have that in the lore. Could we potentially be getting that with a Krieg, like an upgrade kit or something for the Krieg? Maybe Krieg commanders, tank commanders to put in there? Hopefully, yes. I mean, I would love all that type of stuff, right? I think it would be stupid for Games Workshop not to make like a tank upgrade kit for Krieg, like Krieg, you know, symbols and like entrenching tool stuff you can stick on your tank, and like the commanders you can put in the top of it and stuff like that. That would be absolutely amazing. I'm sure that is going to come, but personally, I've heard nothing about that in the rumorverse. I'm jumping from the Krieg to the Space Marines. I'm hearing that there's going to be a brand new Space Marine 2 cross-marketing box set with Games Workshop called the Recruit Edition. Now, this box set is going to have the Titus model inside. I know there's a lot of people who've been wanting to get their hands on Titus. It looks like this is going to be one of the first ways to get your hands on them. What we had was a Target exclusive box that has been running for the past, I think, the past year and a half now, if I'm not mistaken. Apparently that is no longer exclusive to Target, and we are now going to get something called the Recruit Edition Space Marine 2 box, which is a smaller version of that Target box. Inside of this Space Marine 2 Recruit box, there's supposed to be 12 models, if I'm not mistaken. There's supposed to be 10 Gaunts, 1 Ripper Swarm, and the Captain Titus model, or should I say Lieutenant Titus model. Don't know why I keep calling him Captain. He's no longer a Captain. Lieutenant Titus is supposed to be in that box as well. It's supposed to have like a scenario in there where you and a friend can play it, like it's like a mini game in the box. There's supposed to be paint and a paintbrush in there as well. And I'm hearing, I don't know how true this is, I'm hearing it's supposed to be decently priced as well. In the 30s, like in around about £30, or should I say like 35 for £35.50 or something, around 46, 47 euros or something like that. But yeah, this is probably one of the only ways to get a Titus model right now. I do think, I've been saying on my stream that I think this is a perfect opportunity for Games Workshop to have done like a crossover marketing campaign with Space Marine 2. I'm surprised we haven't seen more of this type of stuff. With all the hype around the game, I think it would have been fantastic if they did like a little 3-man box where you got Titus and you got Gadriel and Kayron and stuff like that inside of it. It could have been absolutely amazing. Do these models, do them all like in epic poses and stuff. It could have been absolutely fantastic. I know a lot of people would have gone out and bought the models. I think I would have gone out and bought the models just to put in my desk as like nice little, you know, mini statues and stuff like that, because it's an epic story, it's an epic tale, and I like to paint it as part of the hobby thing that's going for me. And to jump over to this window, because I want to discuss a leak, and listen, nothing to do with me. This all leaked when I was at the Warlord Games open day, so yeah, I have no idea where this came from. Maybe this has been sent out to an influencer and the influencers decided to share it. Absolutely no idea, but it's for Legion Imperialis, and you can see everything. It is just an AdMech Legion Imperialis box. The only thing I can see that's different in here are these I can't even say it. Arlax Battle Automatas Manipul. Again, I probably just absolutely butchered that. But this is coming from my Horus Heresy friend saying, Valrak, I think that's the only thing that is different in that box. Yeah, so that is the so-called leak that happened this weekend. I do know that over on the Warhammer community website, which we'll jump over to in a second because there's some big things to talk about on there, they have announced that this Thursday they are bringing back Heresy Thursday. Now, with this leak, it wouldn't surprise me that they actually show off this on the Thursday instead now to try and do some like damage control. I'm surprised they haven't already put something out there as an article with this, because this was like all over Reddit, it was all over Facebook, it was all over Twitter, like it's just everywhere over the weekend. So if you're into Legion Imperialis, it looks like this is going to be your next big release for that game. And lastly, as you can see over here on the Warhammer community article, we can see the big statement at the end, and it's got me scratching my head. Again, we talked about this on my Warhammer stream I did the other day, and we kind of don't know what's going to happen. Maybe it's going to be something to do with the website, because they said there's a big change coming this week that we can't wait to unveil. And then, of course, it goes into, like, you know, Horus Heresy Thursday coming back and some Chaos Dwarf stuff. But what in the Emperor's name could this be a big change is coming? Is it the Warhammer community website? Is it like something to do with their streaming platform, their YouTube, Warhammer Plus, a model range, more games, stuff like that, rules? I absolutely no idea. Is it Amazon with the Henry stuff? I've heard a few really big things about that, but yeah, I'm not going to talk about that until later on because I want to keep the grifters away. But yeah, I really don't know. I absolutely don't know. I'm actually excited. I'm actually really excited of the potential of what they can announce. Hopefully it's today. I'm recording this on the Monday. I'm releasing this on Monday. So hopefully as I'm recording this video, and this video is now live on my YouTube channel, by the end of it, maybe they've already announced it and we actually know what this big change is going to be. If it is big as they're saying, then of course I'll do a video on it and to see what's actually changed and what they're introducing, adding, just doing something with. But on that note, that is me done. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching as always. If you've got any thoughts, feedback, any questions at all, put it down below in the comment section. I'll do my best to try and answer them when I do my next news, rumor video and stuff like that, and we can talk about it then. I know people are going to ask me about the Emperor's Children and Space Wolves. Just wait, okay? Wait. It's going to be good. See you in a bit. Have a great day, and bye-bye.